It's you guys again. Hey guys, welcome back. So it's Nadine, Dom, Cyrus, and Ethan. We're still here, and we're still gonna break down some of your theories. It's still Kuridenka. So she said, yung glow is after na ma-determine what's real and what's not. After you know yourself and you accept your flaws. After you know where you want to go in life. Pag nandito ka na, you will also need to have courage to push through. You know where you want to go, but that doesn't mean you already have the courage to try and go there. All of us have insecurities and self-doubt. And kalaban natin yun. So sabi nga ni Brett, allow yourself to trust your own vision. Glow, according to Nads, is about the people who are holding her back. Those intentionally trying to stop her. So give me a chance to glow, pero in the short film, this can also be her fighting her own self. Fighting her own doubts. So she can let herself glow. Yung sa glow na nasa beach with the shell bra, para siyang birth of Aphrodite. Actually, birth of Venus. Pero if we go local... Pero if we go local naman, siya might have been the inspiration. Aman Sinaya might have been the inspiration. She's our goddess of the sea. What do you think, Dom?
Wow. Well, yeah, there's a lot there. Well, definitely, I think one of the big ideas for Glow was, of course, the people who are trying to stop you from reaching your potential, your vision, what you want to kind of do.
Yeah.
But also the fact that they'll always be there. And you always have to... So that's why we started with, like, that kind of, like, more, like, one take of, like, all the things Nadine has to go through. I mean... you'll always have to go through all these things, and it's just finding the inner strength, the will to do it, to unbox yourself. And for the Aphrodites, I think, it was really that idea that we wanted to show that, Filipino women are beautiful, but we also gave her the Campilan sword to show that they're strong, that they can... just seeing how they take care of their families and everything. I was pretty much raised by, like, mothers and my grandmother, so it's like I'm, with a very matriarchal family, so, wanted to show
What I love
how strong
what I love about that scene, though, is that, birth of Venus, but then I'm holding a, what do you call it?
Campilan sword.
A campilan, and then I was wearing, like, seashells, but then at the bottom, it's, I don't really know what you call it, but para siyang bahag in a way. So it's still very Filipino.
Definitely.
It's like a twist of of the birth of Venus. But I guess with Glow naman, I agree with Dom na you always have these people around and you can't really please everyone. So I guess with me kasi I've learned how to use them to my benefit. So a lot of people now, when they get people like hating on them, they feel really discouraged, they feel bad about it, and they get really sad about it. Me, what I've learned through the years is to use those people to help, to kind of lift me up. So instead of taking it like emotionally, I use it to improve on myself. I use it to work on myself.
Wow. Amazing.
So it's just, just changing.
So you can use that energy and use it for your...
Yeah.
Wow. Cool. Read in
in
a book. All right, good one.
Okay.
Si Brett Saglo,
Okay.
watching Nadine's every move, past management controlling her and limiting her actions and decisions. Oh, poor Brett. That's why she got move frozen like a mannequin.
I think we have to explain to them.
That one.
Yeah.
So
that
actually,
scene.
for that one, Brett was pretty much like the way he kind of pushed Nadine, as you saw in the BTS, to kind of like work on the songs and with that whole team that Careless is. And we kind of wanted to show like this idea of like these people seeing Nadine in this whole like museum set up with a store and everything, and that they see beyond the statue, they see the soul inside, they see her breaking into song, they see like the potential, and that's kind of the idea for that one. So yeah, it was more positive than negative.
Yeah. But it's actually the one that sees, the potential.
Yeah.
But everyone else, like I remember when you were explaining that scene to me, it was like, you're in the museum and that's the real you, but then everyone is more interested on these extensions of you, but the more important is you, and you're actually there, and like people don't really appreciate.
And they all go to the store,
and they all go to the store.
Yeah,
exactly.
So yeah, no, it was positive for.
It's still positive. Okay, same people. Ano ba? Ano ba, guys? Okay, for Ivory, Kuridan ka. Grabe, it's so detailed. Ivory, medyo na blanco isip ko. Panoorin ko muna ulit. But as I've said, Nadine already mentioned that Ivory is about unconditional love. So I think that's what James symbolizes. Yung intro niya is about people taking everything from the goddess and the goddess only wanting their love in return. Sana. So I guess, if in line sa experiences ni Nads, this is the part na cause of White Rabbit and Glow peeps. Nagka-trust issues na siya. Yung scene na parang naliligaw siya within those curtains. Within those curtains? Tapos black and white. That must be the visualization of feeling lost. Losing yourself, basically. But then when unconditional love found her, take note, found her, dumating lang bigla. There's that emoji. He hugged her, accepted her, and then lead her out of that maze. And suddenly, my colors na ulit. I give myself permission to be one with the world. So, gray skies na. And I guess simply, that's when she learned to just dance in the rain. There's more.
There's more.
Parang she got to the point na she knows herself. She understands self-love. She understands life. She's basically where Nadine is now. She appreciates everything, the good and the bad. Even if my bad, she learned to experience it na lang. What do you think?
Damn, and that was October.
That's a lot.
And that was October 31st. It was like she just watched it.
She just watched it.
Damn.
Actually, guys, we had to watch it twice, or not even, like more, like we had to keep watching it to understand. Aside from the fact that you telling us like what every scene really means, like it's different when you're explaining it to us than watching it.
Yeah.
So we had to watch it a couple of times before we like completely understand like everything and like seeing all the little details. But she said so much.
I know where to start.
Exactly.
So I kind of think like for on my end, I know that the idea with James and the Agimat when he passes it over is like it's a symbol of protection, and so it's this idea of James still having like sharing this protection and this like work ethic with you, and still having this kind of relationship. Although like people are expecting something else, it's just sharing this idea of protection, and so that's what we kind of had there. And the mantra for that one was kind of close to like the Filipino philosophy psychology of the Kapwa. The idea of being one with others, one with a group, and one with like the people pretty much, and like opening yourself to the audience, the public, and the people.
Yeah, I remember seeing a comment, or no, not seeing. Debbie told me about this. She was asking me why some of the scenes in in Ivory, the one with the fabric, why they're the fans are asking like why, saying that the reason that they're black and white is because that was in the past, and then the ones with the hands are colored because that's in the present. Like,
it's actually just for aesthetical reasons on that end. I'm
so
sorry, guys.
Yeah, sometimes it's nice to see all these fan theories, but then at the same time it's kind of funny because the reason why it was black and white is just because
it was like
it's nice in black and white.
It was a mystical decision then, So
so let's move on to Jenny's Lustre. The wrecked ship says, "Oh my God, why do you have a theory about the wrecked ship?" Okay, anyway.
Let's check it out.
The wrecked ship says Julie. Wait, what?
Yeah, it was like one of the ships
I
that was there.
didn't even know that.
There was like a Julie on it. We're like, oh shit, we can't remove that.
Okay. The wrecked ship says, "Oh my God, she's gonna blow this out of proportion, I'm sure. This is something crazy." Okay, the wrecked ship says Julie. Julie, is this a reference to Wreck of Julie Plante?
It's an animated short based on a poem by William Henry Drummond about a ship, Julie Plante, that foundered and sank on a stormy night. Wow. Well, thank you for this. This is fascinating. I didn't know about this. And beautiful. No, it's actually that the ship was there, had that name on it.
Just had the name Julie. But
so,
how did I'm still wondering how people find out about these things. Like, she must have either she read.
But that's what's kind of cool because you're working with other people's like knowledges and little cultural ideas. So they're the ones filling up the painting with their own things.
It's actually amazing how they like put so much meaning into stuff that we didn't even think about. But I guess. Like with this one, it's really just because it was on the boat.
But really cool, the literary reference is very cool.
Even see
I wish I was that smart.
We'll definitely watch it later.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I need to see that.
And then at Beacon Girl, Ivory, an unbiased view. The skeleton on James' hand could possibly mean afterlife.
This is it.
Remember 2 years ago, they went to Joshua Tree and have their souls read. They were told that James was a farmer in his past life while Nadine was from Atlantis.
No, it was just okay.
Want to answer that?
Sorry, but really because it was just really cool. The skeleton accessory.
It's sick. I mean.
That's really just it. It's not about the afterlife. It's not about, like what the Akashic Reader had told us about, past lives or anything. It's just a nice accessory.
And then James we all really liked Midnight Gospel. That kind of came out around that period.
Yeah.
And we really liked the idea of like James coming from a different dimension and actually kind of coming into the dreams through like a metaphysical way. So that was pretty much the idea for James's character.
Crazy theories, you guys. The Nadine wearing the Spolarium Filipiniana is actually the older one, and it's kind of like giving a message to the
Newer one.
present, the newer
The
one.
contemporary
the
one.
contemporary one.